Hello, welcome back to our channel Udoko 100. We shall be continuing our tutorial on functional scale mathematics. In the last two videos, we looked at ratio proportion, and we said that we'll continue this topic by looking at formulas. So today on this video, we shall be looking at formulas both in words and formulas using letter. So basically, a formula is a rule for working out an amount. Formulas can also be written in words. Sometimes it can be tricky to spot the formula. So we shall take some examples today in order to explain or understand how formulas are formulated and used in mathematics. So join us while we continue this work. So our first example today on formulas with words is this. It says Dan is getting some furniture delivered. A delivery costs £10 per item. So how much will it cost Dan to get 15 furniture items delivered? So what basically this is saying is that Dan is buying some furniture items. So to deliver the furniture, each item costs £10, and John is buying 50 items that need to be delivered. So how much will it cost to deliver £50? So what we'll start now, first of all, we find out, we know that it costs £10 to deliver one item. So here, say that it costs £10. £10 to deliver one item. So number of items to deliver, we have here number of items is equal to 15. So here cost of delivery, cost of item delivery is equal to the cost to deliver one item, which in this case is £10, times the number of items to deliver. So this will give us £10 times number of items 15. So this will cost £150. That's 10 times 15. It will cost £115 to deliver 15 items. So that's the first questions now. So work out another question and see how to proceed better about this. So we have a second question here. It says John needs to hire a vacuum cleaner. It costs £15 20p a day to hire the vacuum cleaner. So plus a deposit of £20. So how much will it cost John to hire the vacuum cleaner for 5 days? The question is like, you hire a vacuum cleaner for £15 20, then you have to make a deposit of £20. So it's assumed here that probably from this question it's not clear. The £20, if he will get this back when he return the vacuum cleaner, because it says it's a deposit. So it means to hire the vacuum cleaner is going to cost £15, 20p a day. So and it's going to hire this vacuum cleaner for 5 days. So the question is, how much will it cost to hire the vacuum cleaner? So to hire the vacuum cleaner, we have cost of hiring. Cost of hiring will be equals to £15 times the number of days. Here will give you £15 times 5. This one will be 6 76 pounds. So this will be the cost for hiring. But the money he will pay for that day to hire, which is the question, will now add step 2, will now add the deposit. So total cost, so the cost will now be 76 pounds plus 20 is equal to 96 pounds. So that's what John will pay to hire the vehicle cleaner for 5 days. So the question would probably say, though the question did not say, you will probably get the 20 pound back, because in this situation, that's serving as a deposit. So that is that. We will do another example. We'll do another example with formula, with words. I already write the questions there to save us time when we're doing this. This third question says that Angela is leaving a car parked at the airport car park while she goes away on holiday for 5 days. It costs £24.50 per day to park there, and there's a one-off charge of £15. See, how much will it cost Angela to park for 5 days? What we have here is for the first step in this question, cost of parking. It's a solution. So cost of parking per day is equal to £24, £24.50p. So, and the cost of parking per day is £24.50. So the cost of parking for 5 days is equal to £24.50 times 5. This one will give us £122.50, £122.50p, because we'll be parking for 5 days. So the total cost, the total price you will pay total cost of parking will not be that cost of parking 122 plus the one-off payment of £15. So this will give us £137. So that's what is going to cost Angela to park at that place for that 5 days. So this is another problem solved. We'll do another simple example now to further illustrate how to solve formulas problem. So in this particular one, we have Lisa is a babysitter. She charges £7 an hour before midnight and £9 per hour after midnight. So the question now says, how much will she earn babysitting from 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. So what we basically have here is that, so the Lisa as a babysitter will earn £7 per hour before midnight. So here, solution, cost of babysitting is equal to £7 per hour before midnight. And cost of babysitting is equal to £9 per hour after midnight. So the next thing now is we work out how many hours of babysitting she does before midnight and after midnight. So here we have babysitting before midnight. We have from 8 p.m. to 12 midnight. This is equal to 4 hours. Number of hours. So the babysitting hours after midnight, this will give us from 12 midnight to 2 a.m. This will give us 2 hours. So basically the total babysitting hours she did is 2 hours plus 4 hours, 6 hours. So what we'll have here is so cost of babysitting now will now be equal to, we have here for the before midnight 7 hours per hour, she worked 4 hours, so we have here 4 times 7. That's what she did before midnight, plus we have here after midnight £9 per hour, after midnight 2 hours. So we now have 2 hours times £9 per hour. So this will now give us 28 plus 18. So the cost of babysitting for that 6 hours will now give us £45. So that's what Lisa earned. So cost of babysitting now will now be £45. That's what Lisa earned from babysitting from 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. So we'll try our hands on another simple example now to illustrate further calculations of formulas with words. So here we have another example here. This red. So Owen has moved into a new house. The telephone company will charge him £110 to connect his phone line. When the renter, then line renter at £11.50 per month. See how much will Owen phone line have cost him after 12 months. Owen has moved into a new house. The telephone company will charge him £110 to connect his phone line. Then line rental of £11.50 per month. How much will Owen's phone line have cost him after 12 months? Here, what we'll basically have, the formula for this, the formula here, solution. The formula here is, it has a line rental for every month is £11.50 per month. £11.50 per month, then plus the £110 for line connection. The £11.50 per month is the line rental every month, while the connection fee the phone connection fee is £110. So the next thing now is we'll now work out the calculation. The first step is we have is paying £11.50 per month, and we are made to understand that it would to calculate for 12 months. So we now have £11.50 per month times 12. That's the cost of line rental for 12 months will be. So that's £11.50 times number of months, which is £11.50 times 12. This one will now give us that's step 1. The step 2 will now be to add the 110 connection fee to this value. So we now have the cost of phone line now, total cost of phone line for 12 months will now be 11.50 times 12 months. We now add the 110 connection fee. This one will do this math, so that give us £248. So that's what is going to cost him for 12 months. So having done that now, we'll now proceed to another aspect of formula, but this time we're going to be dealing with formulas with letters, and we'll take some examples afterwards. So in the section formulas with letters, we might be given a formula made up of letters. Each letter will represent something. Sometimes formula don't use x, use a times or minus or division. So it's instead a times b is written as ab. For example, we have here a times b. A times b, or ab, for example, in a formula will be written as a times b, or a times b is written as ab in a formula, and a divided by b will be written as a over b. So for example, now if we are to work out this for example this is an example of a formula, and it has to do with temperature. Temperature can be measured in degrees. Temperatures can be measured in degrees, degrees Celsius, which is OC, or degree Fahrenheit, represented at F as this. So these are the two quantities by which temperatures can be measured. So for example, what we have here, the formula here, F equals to 9 over 5 times C plus 32, can be used to swap between the two Fahrenheit and Celsius. This is degree Celsius, while this is degree Fahrenheit. If you are given your temperature values either in degrees Fahrenheit or degrees Celsius, we can use this formula to convert from one to the other. So basically, if we have an example here, say if we have a temperature of 15 degrees, for example, if we use that formula F equals to 9 over 5C plus 32. If we are given, for example, temperature of of 15 degree C, and we're asked to find the value. So if you are given, for example, this, so what will our temperature be? So what will the temperature be in degree Fahrenheit? All we simply know, we have our F here. We're looking for F in degree Fahrenheit, and we have 9/5. We multiply this by 15 degrees C, which is our degree C, then we add 32. So remember, it's like this. So if we do this math, we'll now have here, we'll divide this by this. This one will give us 1, and this will give us 3. So we now have 9 times 3 plus 32, so which is 27 plus 32. So this one now will give us is equal to 59 degree Fahrenheit. So basically means 32 degree, 15 degree Celsius is same thing as 59 degree Fahrenheit. So basically that's how we do our conversions when it comes to formula. So we'll continue by doing further examples with formulas with letters. We'll do maybe 2 or 3 more examples, and then we might see if we can move on to something else. So here we'll take another simple example. Here we have here another example formula with letters. In this problem, we say a global phone mobile contract are worked out using the formula below. A cost is equal to M, a bracket open, 5n plus 1000 bracket close. So the letters here mean cost here is the price in pence. Then we have M here representing number of months, and N is the number of text message per month. So this equation here is used to calculate the price or in pence of a full contract. So here we have Rosie buys a 12-month contract with 500 texts per month. She also buys a new phone. She buys a 12-month contract and a new phone. The 12-month contract contains 500 texts. So she also buys a new phone. In total, the contract and the phone cost her £780. So the question is, what is the price of the new phone? So first of all, the total price she pay is £780, and we are told that the price she pays include the cost of the contract and the price of the new phone. So what we're calculating now, we first of all calculate the cost of the contract, and then we can proceed to find out what the phone cost her extra. So in this particular one, so we have that we have the formula already to calculate the cost of the contract is equal to M 5 times N plus 1000. Here we know that the contract is for 12 months, so our M is equal to 12. That's number of months. And our N there, which is number of tests, N is equal to 500. So we now put this value into the cost to find out the cost of the contract. So cost now will now give us 12 times 5 times N 500 plus 1000. So this will give us 12. This is 5 times 500 is 5000. No, 5 times 500, 3500, 2500, 2500 plus 1000. This is 1000. So this will now give us 12 times 2500 plus 1000, 3500. So 12 now times 3500 will now give us 4000, 42,000 P. This is in P. So if we convert the P to pounds, so simply just divide by 42 divided by 100 to give us pounds. So this one will now give us 420 pounds. So the cost of the contract. So the cost of the contract is 420 pounds. So what we're going to find out, since we know how much she paid, so to find out the cost of the new phone, so the price of the new phone now will now be price of new phone will be the total price price she paid 780 minus the cost of the contract 420. So this will now give us 360 pounds. So it basically means that on the price of the new phone cost her 360, while she paid 420 pounds for the phone contract, and the total price she paid now amount to 720 pounds. So that's for formulas with letter. So we'll now do another example, or maybe okay, let's do one last example now. We have this example which basically says the formula below is used to find the cost of pounds of hiring one bike, including a deposit. So the cost now is given by this formula 10 times n plus 5, where the n is number of hours. So G wants to hire 4 bikes for 5 hours. So how much will it cost him to hire that bike? What we have here is a cost. We have the cost here. Yeah, this is the cost for hiring for 1 hour. So cost for hiring for 5 hours, cost of hiring for 5 hours will be 10n. This is for 1 hour times 5. That will be cost for hiring for 5 hours. No, this is cost for hiring for number of hours. Cost for hiring for number of hours. While this is cost for hiring for number of 5 bikes, no hours there. This is hiring 4 bikes, sorry, not 5. Because go to what's the cost of hiring? This is the cost for hiring one bike for this hour, and this is the cost for hiring 4 bikes for these hours. So we have here now, since it's hiring for 5 hours, so will now give us 10 times this 5 hours plus 5 times the number of bike is hiring. So it will give us 50 plus 5 times 4. This one is 220. This is 55. 550 plus 5, 55 times 4. So now give us 220. So the cost of firing 4 bags for 5 hours will now be for 220 pounds. So the same. So we leave this for now, and maybe in some subsequent video we'll do further questions, or maybe we should take 1 or 2 more, or let's take 1 or 2 more examples, and then we can call it a day for now. So we have another example here, a very simple one. Here the example says Akin uses the formula below to find out how many fence posts he needs. So the formula is n is equal to p over 8 plus 5, where n represents number of fence posts, p number of fence panels. So the question is front garden. Aki's front garden fence will have 112 panels. So how many fence posts does he need? So this simple question, we have n here. N is equal to number of fence posts, which is what we're looking for. How many fence posts does he have? So here we have P is equal to a number of fence panel, and here we're giving us 1, 1, 2. So if we substitute into that equation, n equals to p over 8 plus 5, will now give us 1, 1, 2 over 8 plus 5. This, when we do this further, it will give us, this divided by this, give us 14 plus 5. So it now give us 19. So we need 19. He will need 19 posts, fence posts for his garden. For his garden fence. So that's that. So we'll do one more example, and then we can call it a day. So another very simple one. Say, what is the value of 4a over b? In this situation, we have 4a over b can be written as 4. It simply means 4 times a over b. So here we have a is equal to 9 and b is equal to 12. So we just simply put the values in. 4 times a over b is equal to 4 times a is 9 over b 12. So if we do this, we know that 4 can go here 1, 4 can go here 3. So it will give us 9 over 3. If we do this further, we'll have here 9 over 3. So if we do this further, we'll have here 1 and here 3. So it's equals to 3. So that's simple. That's as simple as that. So that's it. That's it for today. We hope you enjoy our video, and please, if you do, don't forget to subscribe or hit the like button. And if you have any questions or queries, please don't hesitate to send us a comment or send us a message so that we can work on this. And our aim is to assist you in getting better. I hope you like our video. Thank you very much.